Bleacher Preacher here, and the Chicago Bears wrap up their season getting dominated by the New Orleans Saints, 21-9 at New Orleans, down a bunch of players, and Bears fans are, of course, ready to fire the big three. Cut Trubisky, fire Coach Matt Nagy, fire GM Ryan Pace. I'm here to tell you that if you want to win football games next year, you have to keep all three. Here's why. Mitch Trubisky wins football games. Mitchell Trubisky is 25-14 under Coach Nagy, period. Mitchell Trubisky holds the record for highest career quarterback rating in Bears franchise history. Do the Bears have a terrible history of quarterbacks? Yes, they do. But the bottom line is, Mitch is the best quarterback we've had in quite some time. Is he going to take you to the Super Bowl? He's not. Can he take you to the playoffs? Yes, he can. And until you have a better quarterback, you need to stick with Mitch. I don't see a better quarterback in the draft. I don't see a better quarterback that's going to want to come to freezing cold Chicago in free agency. So you have to stick with Mitch. Moving ahead to Coach Nagy. 28 wins in 3 seasons. I'll take it. 2 playoff appearances in 3 years, NFC Division crown, NFL Coach of the Year in his 3 seasons. I'll take it. You get a 4th season, and frankly, you probably get a 5th season. I stick with Coach Nagy. It's very difficult to take a team through a 6-game losing streak and find a way to lift them back up and bring them into the playoffs. Good job, Coach Nagy. I don't agree with every call you make, but you're back next year. Leads us to Ryan Pace, GM. GM Ryan Pace, as all GMs have, he's made enough moves to get fired. But I'm telling you, he has made enough moves to be back here next year. I see young talent on both sides of the ball. Running back David Montgomery, wide receiver Darnell Mooney, cornerback Jalen Johnson. Jury's still out on quite a few players like Cole Kmet, a few other guys. Mitch Trubisky, you can say it was a huge bust. He made a huge mistake. Well, Deshaun Watson went 4-12 and is about to turn his back on the team that drafted him. So watch what you say there. The bottom line is Ryan Pace has built a promising young roster and peppered in some strong veteran players like Akeem Hicks, like Allen Robinson, 100 catches, 1,000 yards this year, and like Khalil Mack. He doesn't have gaudy numbers, but he is the #1 rated edge rusher by Pro Football Weekly at the end of the regular season. Period. It's not my opinion. That's factual. That's his rating, top-rated edge rusher. We paid a lot of money for him, and he's playing like someone that got a lot of money. Now, if you want to fire Ryan Pace for the money he gave to Robert Quinn on the defensive side, for the money that he gave to Charles Leno Jr. on the offensive side, for the failure of second-rounder Adam Shaheen and Mitchell Trubisky, he's not a Super Bowl quarterback. You can always call him out for that. So be it. But I will remind you, GM Ryan Pace was the NFL General Manager of the Year in 2018 and put together an outstanding young core for this franchise. I think that core needs 1 more year to have a chance to develop before we turn our back on Ryan Pace. And again, with all 3 of these, Trubisky, Nagy, Pace, I don't see a better option. You don't burn down the house if you don't have the ability to build a better one. We have a solid team. Is it a Super Bowl winning team? It's not. But I don't see those Super Bowl players sitting around just waiting to be picked up. For now, we stick with Trubisky, you stick with Nagy, you stick with Pace heading into 2021.